Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the multi-dimensional channel. In the conflicts that have defined the 21st century, from the deserts of the Middle East to the fields of Eastern Europe, we are witnessing a seismic shift in military doctrine. The game no longer belongs solely to billion-dollar war machines or sky-dominating superfighters. Instead, a new philosophy is taking hold: the power of numbers, of intelligent, low-cost weapons capable of overwhelming an adversary with a technological storm. And today, we will talk about a weapon that epitomizes this revolution, a name that may soon be mentioned in every future military analysis: Barracuda-500. This is not a traditional cruise missile. Think of it as an intelligent kamikaze drone, a predator born from Silicon Valley, carrying an AI brain and designed for swarm attacks. With a range of over 900 kilometers, an extremely low cost, and an unprecedented production strategy between the US and Taiwan, the Barracuda-500 is not just a new weapon. It is a challenge, a factor capable of completely reshaping the balance of power in one of the hottest spots on the planet, the Taiwan Strait and the broader Indo-Pacific region. In today's video, join giới, toàn, cảnh real-time as we fully dissect the swarm killer Barracuda-500, from its groundbreaking LEGO technology and autonomous AI brain to the profound geopolitical impacts it brings. Part 1. Why was the Barracuda-500 born? The context of a revolution. To understand the importance of the Barracuda-500, we must first look at the hard-learned lessons from modern battlefields, especially the Russia-Ukraine conflict. This war has exposed a harsh truth: attritional warfare is incredibly expensive. Using a $2 million air defense missile to shoot down a $20,000 kamikaze drone is an uneconomical exchange. Similarly, launching a multi-million-dollar Tomahawk cruise missile at a secondary target is not sustainable in a protracted conflict. The need for a high-volume, precision-strike weapon that is also affordable has become more urgent than ever. And that is precisely where new-generation defense technology companies like Anduril Industries enter the fray. Anduril, founded by Palmer Luckey, the creator of the Oculus Rift virtual reality headset, is not a traditional defense contractor. They approach problems with a software company's mindset: agile, fast, and disruptive. And the Barracuda-500 is the quintessential product of that mindset. It was born to solve the cost-per-effect problem, aiming to fill a critical gap in the arsenals of the US and its allies. Part 2. Decoding the technology: the LEGO missile with an AI brain. So, what makes the Barracuda-500 different? The answer lies in two core elements: modular design and artificial intelligence. First, let's talk about the LEGO block design. Anduril calls this the weapon open system architecture. Imagine, instead of building a missile as a single complex unified block, they create it from standard interchangeable blocks: an engine block, a guidance block, a warhead block, a communications block. The benefits of this approach are enormous. It helps reduce production costs by up to 30%. Upgrading becomes incredibly simple. Just replace an old block with a newer technology block without redesigning the entire system. Most importantly, it opens the door for collaboration and export. Allied nations like Taiwan can receive technology transfers, produce domestic blocks, and customize the missile to their specific needs, enhancing their self-reliance and supply chain resilience. The assembly process is also maximally simplified, requiring fewer than 10 types of tools. Second, the autonomous AI brain. This is the true game-changing element. Unlike traditional cruise missiles that follow a pre-programmed GPS route, the Barracuda-500 can think for itself. Thanks to Anduril's AI software, it can operate independently, fly autonomously in GPS-denied or communications-jammed environments, recognize targets autonomously, use its sensors to distinguish between a destroyer and a civilian cargo ship, and select the highest value target. coordinate swarm attacks. This is its most terrifying capability. Picture this scenario. A US C-130 cargo plane flying at a safe distance deploys a pallet containing 30 Barracuda-500. This swarm of missiles does not fly chaotically. They connect with each other, forming an intelligent network. A few might fly higher to act as scouts, identifying the enemy fleet's location. Others could act as decoys, triggering the enemy's air defense systems. And finally, the rest of the swarm would launch a synchronized attack from multiple directions and altitudes, targeting the critical vulnerabilities of the warships. Any air defense system, no matter how advanced, would be saturated and overwhelmed by such a coordinated assault. Part 3. Superior Performance and Production Strategy. The initial tests of the Barracuda-500 in the U.S. Air Force's Enterprise Test Vehicle program have demonstrated these impressive capabilities. Let's review the key technical specifications. Range: over 900 kilometers, approximately 560 miles, allowing it to be launched from beyond the reach of most coastal defense systems. Speed: approximately 926 kilometers per hour, approximately 575 miles per hour. This is a high subsonic speed, comparable to famous cruise missiles like the Tomahawk, but at a fraction of the cost. Payload: around 45 kilograms, approximately 100 pounds, powerful enough to carry a warhead that can disable a warship's radar, weapon systems, or command center, rather than needing to sink the entire vessel. Versatility: it can be vertically launched from pallets on cargo aircraft, mounted externally on fighter jets like the F-16 and F-18, or launched from mobile ground-based systems. Anduril's production strategy is also revolutionary. They call it hyperscale production. With a simple design, fewer parts, and the use of many commercial off-the-shelf components, they can quickly scale production up or down, a critically important factor in wartime. Part 4. Geopolitical Significance, the Taiwan porcupine and the Pacific chessboard. The U.S. collaboration with Taiwan to co-produce the Barracuda-500 through Taiwan's National Chung-San Institute of Science and Technology, NCSIST, is a move of immense strategic significance. For Taiwan, the Barracuda-500 is the perfect weapon for its porcupine or asymmetric defense strategy. They know they cannot match China's massive Navy ship for ship. Instead, they make themselves a hard-to-swallow target by arming themselves with thousands of low-cost missiles like the Barracuda-500. Any attempt at an amphibious invasion or blockade would come at an exorbitant cost. Producing them locally also ensures Taiwan would not run out of munitions if placed under siege. For the U.S., the Barracuda-500 strengthens its deterrent arsenal at a reasonable cost. It also enhances military alliances in the region, creating a broader deterrence architecture that connects allies like Japan and the Philippines. However, this move will undoubtedly increase tensions in the Taiwan Strait. Beijing will certainly view this as a blatant intervention and may respond forcefully. Conclusion: ladies and gentlemen, the Barracuda-500 is not merely a new missile. It is the embodiment of a new military doctrine where software, artificial intelligence, and mass production can create a strategic advantage just as potent as expensive steel machines. It represents a shift from focusing on single sophisticated platforms to deploying intelligent, distributed swarm power. In the near future, the winner on the battlefield may not be the one with the most powerful weapon, but the one who can unleash a storm of smart weapons most effectively and sustainably. And the Barracuda-500 is one of the very first seeds of that storm. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Multi-Dimensional Real-Time channel. Hello, and see you again.